Hey, what's up guys, Max back with a small video, hopefully, and I don't rant for too long, but get ready. I don't know where this is gonna go, but recently I had made a video about how much we actually have spent if you've gone in and unlocked every single mastery out there in our game or in the game you play, right? And I myself have not unlocked everyone. I think I pointed out at this XP mastery that I've not unlocked, but I've unlocked quite a few, as you can see. Even some of the right here on the far right in the proficiency tree, the defensive tree, I pretty much have everything unlocked besides this science, which doesn't necessarily mean I gotta use units, but it might. When I calculated the unlocking of the mastery setups, I calculated everything but the classes. It was just the actual masteries here at the top, everywhere in here, again, besides the classes itself. And I came out with a total of over 1,200. Actually, I think it was $1,250. And it just so happens that yesterday, today's June 2nd, so June 1st, there was a little bit of a hiccup, I guess you want to call it, inside MCOC, and that hiccup caused the masteries to be free. So if I were to hit recover right now and actually respec my masteries, it wasn't costing anything. There was no announcement on this part from Kabam. There was no notice. There was nothing. Obviously, anybody respecing their mastery setup found this out and kind of got the word out, and it spread like a wildfire. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was switching out their masteries. There was a lot of comments inside the forums. We're going to pull up right now asking how long is this going to go for? Is this a thing? Did Max's video help get this situation going? No, I doubt it. But so basically there was questions. Everybody's wondering, let's just do it. Let's keep doing it. And people were, obviously this is a bug. This is not meant to be because we didn't get an announcement. Typically when things like these happen, we have an announcement in game and it lets us know like, hey, we're doing free masteries for a week. Enjoy. Thank you for playing the game. Figure out what you want to do with battlegrounds, with AQ, with the new champions you just acquire. So they'll make that announcement. And as you can see, my offensive mastery setup, I'm actually in the works of testing. I actually, before the bug, we're going to call it a bug because that's what it is, actually happened, I in the morning had tweaked my mastery setup because I'm trying to figure out a good offensive mastery setup and defensive mastery setup for battlegrounds, for arena, so that the arena fights are not that long, since I'm not running what is known to be liquid courage and also double edge. And these are ideal because of the extra attack boost, right? And makes those fights in arena a lot quicker. So I was trying to find a balance without sacrificing too much and still keeping a strong defensive champions for battlegrounds. But basically the fact that it was free, I didn't participate because I had just respect my setup in the morning, and I was like, look, I want to give it an honest, good test, and I'm gonna let it sit there for a while. But if it's free, I even said it on stream last night, I want to go in and change my mastery setups, but because I got stuck playing battlegrounds and then I jumped off, I fell asleep, I woke up this morning, had to do some errands, didn't get to do any of that. But here's the warning, guys. If you're not me and you were able to play around with your masteries, let's go to the forums and find out what's going to happen to your account. So here we are in the forums, and here is a post by a member. I can't read his name, but he says mastery, or she says mastery setup free for how long? That is the question. Mastery setup free for how long? And the answer is till Kabam notices, and they are usually fast to fix these kind of bugs. Now, we all know that basically that is a situation where like Kabam always jumps on these bugs, and we kind of give them a bad rep. Like, hey, when there's beneficial to the team, well, we don't give them a bad rep. I think they give themselves a little bit of a bad rep on this one. As soon as there's a bug that benefits the player base and it's not ideal, or I don't think this bug is game breaking, to be fair, that it needs an immediate action to be fixed, but it's not meant to be there. I get that. Bugs should be fixed. But these bugs apparently can be fixed instantaneously. It's a quick call, it's a quick text, it's a quick email to whomever they're doing or contacting, and they fix it for everybody that has this game downloaded. But the other bugs, is too complicated. There's too many moving pieces to fix. This one apparently is easy. So I don't mind the fact that this is a bug that they can fix. I get it. It's not meant to be in the game, and it's not meant to be exploited, or, you know, again, I could have exploited it in a way where I'm streaming, respeccing my mastery setup, showing you, hey, this is what full 5 out of 5 assassin may do. And I could have been like spending 2 to 3 hours, you know, tinkering with my mastery setup, but I didn't because I couldn't. But let's say you did that. You did that during this mastery bug situation. Well, guess what? This giant red notice here. We're going to zoom in here a little bit. This is where I think I typically, and I feel weird. I feel weird saying this because I'm not the guy that rants. I have in the past, but I don't like to do so that often. But this message here, this message is not only is it red, urgent, it's letting you know. And if you haven't read the forums, well, here's a warning, guys. It's alert, please read this or pay attention to this. Reactivating mastery change. Let me actually read it here. Reactivating mastery change cost summoners. We will be reactivating the cost to change masteries ASAP. These were accidentally disabled. Choosing to change masteries now may result in you having to pay for the change when the fix is implemented. Now, obviously, this is a warning. I think the fact that Kabam is saying, hey, don't do it. You're going to get pow pow. You know, it's a bad thing if you start resetting your masteries as many times as you can while it's free. The warning's out there. So, I mean, by the way, how many people go to the forums? I'm not one of them that goes that often. I do go to the forums, but not that often. But I'm glad that this notice kind of went around, just like the fact that the free masteries went around. So here's a notice, guys. If you haven't seen it, don't mess around with the masteries right now, because you might have 10, you might have 100 units. I was making that example. And you're flirting with the masteries, changing them up because you have 100 units and you're like, it's not costing me a thing. Well, now, once it's changed, and it might be changed by the time this video is out, guess what? Your 100 units might be gone completely, because there might be a possibility that Kabam goes out and says, hey, you change your mastery setup X amount of times, and guess what? For those amount of times, we're going to take away the 50 units it should have cost you, and now, good job, you're left with 50 units. Will they do that? I don't know, but I guess the verbiage of them saying, hey, it's going to cost you if you're going to do it, just be aware. I think it's a warning. I'm assuming here, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt again, that this is a warning. This is not something that they're going to actually implement, and they're going to be draining units for a mistake. Again, that is not your fault. The player base. Not your fault that the mistake and the bug exist in the game and we're actually changing it. That is I think the one part that I don't find cool, that they're willing to take your units for a mistake that's in game. I get it. It's a mistake. It's a bug. Fix it. Let's move on. Don't touch my units because I went and respec'd my mastery while it was free. I didn't do it. Like I said, I didn't have the time. And then when I did have the time, I got so caught up in the battlegrounds that I was having a lot of fun that I forgot all about it. And I had respect my mastery in the morning. But if you're watching this for the first time, let me know your thoughts, guys. Are you upset at the fact that they might be able to take your units? Or are you just kind of like, hey, someone in the comments, by the way, in these forums said, hey, look at it as a lease. Anytime there's changes, you might be paying for situations. So I get that side of the party as well, but I just don't think they should take our units for a bug that was in the game. Let me know your thoughts in the videos. I ranted for too long. I took too long. Anyways, guys, take care. Peace. No more free masteries. It's not going to happen. My video requesting the free mastery is not going to happen. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Peace.